is your name?
Will Chambers.
William Chambers. What is your experience with the sacrament of the Eucharist?
My experience.
Please describe the experience in detail as best you can. What impact did this sacrament make on you?
Well, it's something that I participated in weekly since First Communion back in the day, and I think it's kind of evolved over time to figure out the depth of the Eucharist. It's very, there's a lot to it, a lot of it unknown, a lot of mystery. To which I remember my great uncle, who's a priest, once told me, he's like, you don't have to understand it, you don't have to but as long as you try to, what did he say? I forget. But make it sincere, make it reverent, and make it be a time that you keep holy or whatever. It's important because you'll never understand what it fully is. So just trying to understand it constantly and digging more deep into it is kind of current experience.
What impact did the sacrament make on you? What is the short-term and long-term impact of the sacrament on you?
I think short term, each time it's just one of those moments that I think it's up to me, but where I try to be as close as I can with God, with Christ. If I put myself in that place and do it, I think it takes some preparation to get there and whatever. Long term, yeah, it's more just like a consistent, like a comfort thing as well. Like it's something I've been doing for a long time consistently with a community.
How does this sacrament connect you to God?
As I was saying before, and I don't want to get off that I don't. It's more about me trying to develop my relationship with God. It's about
Personal.
Yeah, and it's if every time I go through it, every time I receive the Eucharist, it's like a chance for me to encounter Him, and I'm engaged with that relationship more so. So I think obviously He's always reaching out or whatever, but it's a chance for me to slow down and actually consider that relationship and work on it.
Could you please explain your first memory or the first time you remember experiencing the Eucharist?
Yes.
How old were you that you could first remember the time?
The first time I remember was, I don't know, it must have been it's right after probably a while after my first communion, but it was in the summer, probably after I received it. So we received it versus occurred. So that summer, my great uncle, who's a priest, a Jesuit priest, comes out to my grandma's house every summer, and so we have mass. I don't know, he says mass all the time, and so we would just sit outside, and so it wasn't in a church. It was like just sitting around at my grandma's house, we're having it, and it's more of a casual thing, lighthearted thing, and he gets very serious when that part happens. It does very talks you through it or whatever. So I remember that part rather than it being a within a church setting type thing.
Any final comments on this sacrament?
No, it's just mysterious. Keep looking forward to encountering it more and more often.
Thank you.